Right now, rebuilding and recovery, the latest on the aftermath of Hurricane Ian.
And it's a cloudy and very mild morning out there today. I'll let Lee break down if this leads to any rain today and how long these mild conditions last.
Good morning and thanks for joining us on Weekend Mornings. I'm Shane Hogan. Before we get to our top stories this morning, we're going to get a chance to look outside. Greg Barnhart's here. Greg, what are we looking like today?
Actually, it's quite warm this morning, and considering that we're the 1st of October right now, but we do have cloud cover out there. Like I said, the same type of situation going on with some clouds to the north, a few sprinkles, mainly up to Rochester, up to Wausau. Even La Crosse had a trace earlier this morning, too. Visibility, not much going on with that right now. Cloud cover has helped to keep that at bay. We are definitely warm. Dew points even came up along with temperatures, so along with that, it is feeling warmer. There's a few showers. Like I said, it's just the sprinkles. Most of this is not reaching the ground. If it does, it's just a few traces amounts. So that's about it. Nothing to speak of that we're going to see down here in south central or southwestern Wisconsin. 49 right now in Madison, north wind at 5. Right now you plan today we should get out to about 63 by 1 p.m. Some cloud cover out there. La Crosse 54. Like I said, they had a trace early on. Their dew points up to 50, so quite warm there too. And looking ahead, they're looking at temperatures to get up to about the mid 60s here too. So like I said, 3 things to know. Bottom line with all this going on, clouds, a few sprinkles, warm, breezy, and I'll explain all this a bit later in the broadcast.
All right, Greg, thank you very much. We'll check back in with you. President Biden and First Lady Jill Biden are scheduled to travel to Florida on Wednesday to survey the damage Hurricane Ian left behind. The death toll from the Category 4 storm continues to rise as the rescue and recovery effort continues. Christian Benavidez has the latest from Northport, Florida.
While the cleanup gets underway in hurricane-ravaged southwest Florida, residents stuck on the barrier islands off the Fort Myers coast are pleading for help.
We have no power, no phone service, nothing. I'd like a little help to get my home back in shape because I have nowhere to go.
So far, state and federal agencies and volunteers have rescued more than 4,000 people. The Coast Guard says it will help evacuate Pine Island today.
We watched boats, houses, we watched everything just go flying by. We've lost so much at this point.
Although Ian has departed Florida, its aftermath is far from over. Inland, river flooding is a major concern. Orange County deputies rescued this woman after raging floodwaters engulfed her car.
You have residents here who've gone through a lot of hurricanes. This one had more water than any of those hurricanes by far.
Many roadways are impassable, but residents are venturing out, waiting in long lines for gasoline to power their generators. And the National Guard is providing water and food.
We're just here to give whatever they need, and some people come through, they've been through a hard time, so maybe some hugs and some care is all they really need as well.
President Biden and First Lady Jill Biden are expected to visit Wednesday to see the damage. The president has already approved a major disaster declaration for Florida.
There it goes!
In the Carolinas, Myrtle Beach, Charleston, and Pawleys Island are assessing losses after Ian brought a massive storm surge and major flooding when it roared ashore Friday. Christian Benavidez, CBS News, Northport, Florida.
About 1 million Florida homes and businesses are still without electricity. Authorities say I-75 between Venice and Port Charlotte has reopened to traffic. The interstate was closed for several hours on Saturday because of raging floodwaters from a local river. Now, to a developing story from across the globe, a reported 179 people are dead after an Indonesian soccer match turned violent. Several fights between supporters of 2 rival soccer teams were reported inside the stadium after the game, with those brawls breaking out on the field, as you see there. Police allegedly fired tear gas into the crowd, but as hundreds of people ran to an exit to avoid, some suffocated in the chaos and others were trampled. More than 300 people were rushed to hospitals, but many are said to have died before they could be treated. Ukrainian forces scored a major victory today, recapturing a key city and an area Russian President Vladimir Putin claimed to have annexed just 1 day earlier. CBS's Charlie D'Agata has more.
Russian President Vladimir Putin may have celebrated the illegal annexation of Ukrainian territory in Red Square, whipping up the crowd over his bare-faced land grab.
Мы стали сильнее.
We have become stronger together, he said. The truth is on our side. But the battlefields of Ukraine tell a different truth. Today, Ukrainian troops raised the flag on the outskirts of Lyman, claiming to recapture the strategically important city in Donbass, the very region Putin now calls his own. In fact, not one of the territories is under full Russian control. Frustrated on the front lines, the Russian military has taken aim at civilian targets. Ukrainian officials say the multiple rocket attack in Zaporizhzhia on Friday that killed at least 30 people is a war crime.
This is what the consequences of Russia's land grab look like, a deadly attack on a civilian convoy of families that were just trying to provide help to loved ones.
Victoria had just stepped away from the convoy for a break, only to return to find her boss among the dead. She describes seeing a boy die with his mother trying to save him. It was complete hysteria, she said. You can't believe how terrifying it was. They had come to help others, not to sacrifice their lives trying to reach them.
This evening, the Russian Ministry of Defense confirmed that forces had retreated from Lyman. Not only a humiliating defeat for President Putin, but a significant setback right in the middle of what he now considers Russian soil. Charlie D'Agata, CBS News, Dnipro, Ukraine.
That's the latest from Ukraine. Thank you to Charlie D'Agata for that report. Back here at home, entertainment giant Disney has blocked its content from being shown on Dish Satellite TV and Sling TV. That means millions of Americans will be without the Disney Channel, ESPN Sports, FX, and ABC local stations in 7 markets. Disney says despite months of negotiation, Dish and Sling declined to reach a fair market-based agreement. On the other side, Dish and Sling claim Disney just walked away from the negotiation table. The ABC TV markets affected by the blackout include New York, Chicago, Los Angeles, Philadelphia, San Francisco, Houston, and Fresno. Disney says it is urging Dish and Sling to continue to work on minimizing the service disruption to their customers. Former President Donald Trump held a rally Saturday night in Michigan where he endorsed candidates and teased a possible run for office in 2024. Amira David has more from Warren, Michigan.
What do you see that most concerns you right now?
Well, I would say probably inflation. You know, I mean, America's hurting. We're hurting big time.
I'm angry because this has been going on and it's getting worse.
No surprise, the economy, a big political driver in the 2022 midterm election. Alice Forsyth feels it in the grocery store.
I hardly got anything and I paid $107.
As a commuting college student, Stephen Dale feels it at the pump.
I can tell between here and there, like the gas prices obviously are crazy.
You're hustling a little harder these days.
Definitely. And I've had to get some different side jobs and stuff like that to make ends meet.
For this crowd, change is in demand and all but sealed in red.
We believe a red wave is going to take hold this coming November.
And it is a packed crowd here tonight. People coming from across the state of Michigan and beyond, many of them sitting on the floor, all in hopes of catching a glimpse of the man stumping for these Republicans, former President Donald Trump.
Hello, Michigan. We love Michigan.
Trump was indeed the star of this show. Supporters here hoping that stardom rubs off on the gubernatorial race. Tudor Dixon now struggling in the polls, trailing Governor Gretchen Whitmer by double digits. The Republican candidate looking to turn the tide by waging a cultural battle.
They've decided that it's appropriate for teachers to ask kids what their gender is, what their pronouns are. We will not let Joe Biden and Gretchen Whitmer rewrite Title IX and put boys in our girls' locker rooms.
Dixon, steering clear of abortion in her remarks, was pressed on it in a later interview.
It's on the ballot. It shouldn't be an issue for the gubernatorial race, but she hasn't come out with a plan, so she's trying to run against me on that.
Republicans hoping to unseat the Whitmer administration up and down the ticket. Can they carry the torch in the way that you want them to?
Sure. If Trump endorsed them, I'm for them.
But whether a Trump endorsement in Michigan is a winning endorsement remains to be seen. In Warren, I'm Amira David, 7 Action News.
And the midterms are just over 1 month away. Election Day is Tuesday, November 8th. For complete election coverage here in Wisconsin, you can head over to channel3000.com. Still ahead this morning, holiday shopping tips. You heard me correctly. We hear from Consumer Reports experts on that. And you're taking a live look outside at the Capitol. Beautiful day. Greg is back with the forecast after this.
Monona Plumbing and Fire Protection is now hiring experienced plumbers. Come work for a Family First award-winning company and enjoy union pay and benefits. Apply online today. Monona Plumbing and Fire Protection, your trusted partner since 1977.
I worked in law enforcement for more than 30 years. I know what it takes to keep our community safe. Mandela Barnes stands with Defund the Police and supports no cash bail that releases dangerous criminals back into our communities. Barnes supports sanctuary cities and spending millions of taxpayer dollars on illegal immigrants. Take it from me, the bad guys belong in jail, and Mandela Barnes belongs nowhere near the Senate.
Senate Leadership Fund is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Would you look at that?
It's beautiful. Wow. That's our boy.
So bright.
Start your morning with a sausage biscuit or sausage McMuffin and pair it with a $1 any size Coke.
There's a reason big dental bills often come as a shock, because sometimes you don't realize what's not covered until you get the bill. That's why affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual is important. It can give you benefits that go beyond what you get from more limited coverage plans. Because no one likes a big dental bill, especially if you're retired or on a fixed income. For a free information kit, call or go online now. This isn't some discount plan or preventive-only coverage. This is real dental insurance that helps cover over 350 procedures, like cleanings, fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, even dentures, at any dentist you want. Dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company helps cover preventive care, basic work, and major procedures, with no deductibles and no annual maximum. For your free information kit with all the details, call now or visit sendinfokit.com.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
Dear road rivals, every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, our no-cost maintenance plan that covers tire rotations, engine oil changes, fluid adjustments, and more for 2 years or 25,000 miles. Nissan charges extra for maintenance. And you guessed it, Ford charges extra for maintenance. At Toyota, we take care of our drivers. Too bad none of our rivals do the same. Join us, Toyota. Toyota, let's go places.
With Choice Hotels, there's always a reason to book it. Whatever your reason, save 20% when you stay 2 or more nights at participating locations. Book direct at choicehotels.com. Terms and conditions apply.
Monona Plumbing and Fire Protection is now hiring experienced plumbers. Come work for a Family First award-winning company and enjoy union pay and benefits. Apply online today. Monona Plumbing and Fire Protection, your trusted partner since 1977.
Yeah, it's a nice cloudy, mild morning again. Like I said, we've had that kind of yesterday too. But overall, same patterns going on that we saw yesterday. That system out west hasn't made progression much to the east. So we're still ahead of it. We still got northeast flow aloft. But you can see some of this action and waves kind of build up to Minnesota and then they dive southeastward over Wisconsin. So we got some cloud cover and we got a few actual showers or sprinkles, mainly northern Wisconsin, northeastern Minnesota too have seen it. Although a few have kind of worked its way down south. So that's what we're going to kind of see this morning. So a few areas might see that up to the north, but if you get anything, it'd be like a trace amount. So overall, our temperatures have warmed up. Dew points have also increased across the area, so it does feel a little bit more mild, more, I would say, muggy almost for actually October right now. Futurecast shows the cloud cover kind of rotating through, then diving southeastward today, although they're going to start pushing further north as we get tomorrow. The winds are going to start turning more to the south-southeast by tomorrow. Then we're going to start seeing temperatures climb up as that system approaches what's left of it as it gets here. The winds will start really starting to pull more subtly by Monday into Tuesday over into western areas, and then maybe by Tuesday, Wednesday, more Madison area will start picking up that southerly winds. And you can see it kind of coming over here by Tuesday, more cloud cover than actually rainfall. It's not going to be that impressive as it comes through. As you see, temperatures today, more easterly flow, so some of the lake effect could actually keep things cooler. South central, southeastern Wisconsin overall, La Crosse and those areas, once again, we'll probably see temperatures close to they were yesterday, around 70 degrees. Tonight, once again, we'll have clouds, less clouds, probably a little bit cooler in certain areas, mid to upper 40s, more closer to 50s over and you get to western Wisconsin and northeastern Iowa. And then tomorrow, winds start turning more southeasterly and especially more southerly over into western areas. That's when we'll start seeing temperatures get more closer once again to 70 as you get into tomorrow afternoon. And that'll be the story as we get into Tuesday and even Wednesday. That's the thing that we're watching. The colder air mass is going to start affecting or digging south by the time we get to Tuesday, Thursday, and into Friday, and it's going to linger here through next weekend. So we're looking at a colder weekend ahead, although it's still fairly dry. This system is not going to have much in the way of, as we get to precipitation. This is kind of one idea. It kind of comes through Wednesday, and then the front kind of slides south Thursday. So there are some chances, but it's not that great as we saw. So really the big thing to note is the warm temperatures, mid-70s, Moon Cross. Winds will start picking up Wednesday, and then Thursday the front comes through. A drop in temperatures. The same story goes for Madison too. Above average temperatures, low 70s. Winds start picking up Thursday. That's when it comes through again. Rain chance is not great, but then notice that temperature as we get to Friday, only 48. And next weekend still looks dry. But that's about a 15-degree drop from what we had today.
72 to 48.
So it's a colder mass. It's dry, so that's good news.
Yeah.
So I know the leaves are changing. I think northern Wisconsin's peaking right now. Central Wisconsin here soon, too. So coats for kids, don't forget that. You probably need that by the end of the week anyway, but we're still doing that through October 8th. So please donate. We just got to October 8th to finish that up.
That's right. A couple more days there. You can donate new or gently used coats to any Clinky Cleaners location. Greg, thank you very much.
No problem.
All right, to consumer news this morning, we just talked about 70 degrees, and I'm about to say a line with holiday shopping in it. Yeah, that's right around the corner. You may be looking to upgrade your online orders with a new membership, but if you can't decide between Amazon Prime and Walmart Plus, Consumer Reports helps break down the differences so you can decide which service is best for you and your family.
Although Teresa Vorstag has been an Amazon Prime member for about 5 years, there are benefits even she wasn't aware of.
I do use Prime Video, but I'm learning about more perks that I'm excited to use.
In the face-off between Walmart Plus and Amazon Prime, how do you know which one to choose? Walmart Plus costs a bit less, but they do both offer free shipping, deals and discounts for members, grocery delivery, and some streaming music and video perks.
Walmart doesn't have a huge array of benefits that Amazon Prime does, but it has some good key deals that can really help regular Walmart shoppers.
Like on gas, something not offered by Amazon. You can save up to 10 cents a gallon at Exxon, Mobil, Walmart, and Murphy stations. Plus, you can get member gas prices at Sam's Club. When it comes to streaming, both offer added perks. A Walmart Plus membership gets you a free subscription to Paramount Plus and 6 free months of Spotify Premium, while Amazon Prime includes Prime Video, Amazon Music Prime, and Prime Gaming. Additionally, Prime members get unlimited online photo storage and 5 gigs of video storage. Recently, Amazon Prime members received access to a free year of Grubhub Plus, which includes unlimited deliveries from participating restaurants with no delivery fee. CR says if you prefer the wider range of benefits, it might be worth it to pay a bit more for Amazon Prime.
Bottom line is if you're a regular Walmart shopper, an annual membership can be worth it. Just make sure that you're realistic about how often you do shop there.
And Amex Platinum cardholders can come out even further ahead because cardholders now get free monthly memberships to Walmart Plus. This is Marcy Whalen.
Consumer Reports officials say if you're still not sure between the two, both Walmart Plus and Amazon Prime offer 30-day free trials. All right, coming up next, a new diet that could be a good fit for your lifestyle. We hear from an expert on the benefits.
The Packers face the Patriots Sunday at 3:25.
Hey, Dad, look.
Looks like the perfect spot.
American Family Insurance is here to protect your family on the road with a travel peace of mind package. Get a quote or find an agent at amfam.com.
Hello, I'm Mike Lindell, and I want to give each and every one of you one last chance to get your very own MyPillow Percale bed sheets. Go to mypillow.com or call the number on your screen. Use your promo code, and you'll get the lowest prices ever. For example, you get my best-selling queen size, regular $89.98, now only $39.98. Percale is a type of weave that gives you that cool, crisp feel. These bed sheets are available in a variety of colors. They're durable, and they come with deep pockets that fit over any mattress. They're absolutely amazing. So go to mypillow.com or call that number on your screen now. Use your promo code to get my king size, split kings, or California kings for only $49.98. Queen size and RV queens, only $39.98. Full size for $34.98, or twin and twin XL for only $29.98. We have limited quantities, and once they're gone, they're gone. So order now.
Maybelline New York's Instant Eraser. Our do-it-all concealer. Conceal, contour, correct. Now with up to 12-hour moisturizing wear. Instant Eraser Concealer. Maybelline New York.
Hi, this is Lisa from 4Imprint. Yes. I'd like 50 welcome wows, 300 customer I love it, and 200 team member oh yes. Certainly. You know we got some brand new woohoos.
Dial up the wow factor with promotional products from 4Imprint. We specialize in awesome items that are certain to awe and guaranteed to deliver some ooh yes. From apparel, backpacks, drinkware to high-tech items.
Wow. I love it. Woohoo!
Go to 4imprint.com and find some wow now. 4Imprint, for certain.
Bedtime.
I love bedtime.
The thin, sweet bite to end the night. Oreo Thins.
Hey, are we gonna fit? There we go.
At American Family Insurance, we're here to carefully protect your dreams.
All right, open your eyes.
Welcome home. Save up to 23% when you bundle your home and auto insurance today. Get a quote or find an agent at amfam.com.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Yeah, we still have that few little sprinkles or showers that we kind of mentioned before up to the north. That's kind of what we had yesterday, but not expecting too much of that to go on. But if you are out there, they might get some. Most areas will just have some cloud cover. Nothing to go local radar. Visibility issues, Winona, you got some down to 0. Got into the Dells are actually down to a half. So near rivers or some sources like that may see some visibility reductions this morning. But overall, 70 degrees getting up to La Crosse this afternoon under southeast winds. Madison about the mid-60s with a more easterly wind. Overall still good. And then 10-day, like I said, we got that change coming by Thursday, but enjoy the warm weather for both locations. Should be low 70s, but then we're going to get back into the 50s and maybe even not even hit 50 by Friday. Breezy conditions too. So a big drop off towards the end of this week. But good weather to start the weekend.
Yeah, it's beautiful out today already, Greg. Thank you very much. We'll check back in a little bit. In this morning's health conversation, I sat down with Dr. Rupert Shaw of SSM Health to talk about a new hybrid diet that might be a fit for you. Take a look. When it comes to finding a healthy diet, there is a lot to be said for eating less meat and eating more vegetables. But if you're ready to commit to vegetarianism for any reason, then maybe the Flexitarian diet might be the right one for you. SSM Health family medicine physician and wellness coach Dr. Rupert Shaw joins me this morning to talk a little bit more about this. So first off, let's start with the basics. What exactly is Flexitarianism?
So it's a diet, as you would imagine, where you can be flexible. So it combines the term flexible with vegetarianism.
There we go.
So you're mostly eating plant forward, lots of fruits and vegetables with the occasional animal products mixed in, but you're not committed to being any which way.
So maybe like a gateway into it, keeping your normal diet just a little bit.
Exactly.
Is this a good diet for people to try out?
Absolutely. It's sort of been ranked sort of high by the U.S. News and World Report, too, and for good reason, because it gives people options and flexibility, but being plant-forward is a healthier way to eat. You're eating whole grains, fruits, vegetables, legumes, but then occasionally adding in the meat, eggs, and those types of things, which are a good source of protein as well.
Right, need the protein as well. Are there any risks of eating this way with this diet?
Generally, I would say probably not, but just as with any diet, when you make kind of a dramatic change like that, it's always best to talk to your doctor. There is a risk if you're too strict in cutting out certain products that you could develop some vitamin deficiencies such as B12, zinc, calcium. These things would be rare in a diet such as Flexitarianism because, again, it's flexible, and so you have the capability to add those foods in when you need them.
Yeah, you kind of need to find the balance that works for you.
Exactly.
So how can this diet be beneficial for people?
So anytime we're eating more plant-forward, more fruits, more vegetables, we are reducing our risk for heart disease. We're reducing our carbon footprint. So a lot of great health benefits, especially if you have heart disease, diabetes, and it may even help some people lose weight or maintain their weight a bit better.
A lot of good information there. Dr. Shaw, where else can people find you?
So they can find me on Instagram at Wellness with Dr. Shaw.
All right, be sure to check it out. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Our thanks to Dr. Shaw, as always. Still ahead this morning, an active amber alert here in Wisconsin. We have the details coming up next.
Would you look at that?
It's beautiful. Wow. That's our boy.
So proud.
Start your morning with a sausage biscuit or sausage McMuffin and pair it with a $1 any size Coke.
Hello, I'm Mike Lindell, and I'm excited to announce the original My Slippers are back in all sizes and styles. So go to mypillow.com or call the number on your screen now. Use your promo code, and you'll get your very own My Slippers for only $49.98. That's $90 off and the biggest savings ever. What makes My Slippers different is my exclusive 4-layer design that you won't find in any other slippers. My Slippers' patented layers make them ultra comfortable, extremely durable, and they help reduce stress on your feet. Not only that, My Slippers make the best gifts ever. Get them for your friends, your family, your neighbors, everyone you know. And now you can get them for the lowest prices ever, only $49.98. So go to mypillow.com or call the number on your screen now. Use that promo code to get your very own My Slippers for only $49.98. That's $90 off and the biggest savings ever. Please order now.
It's Macy's VIP sale with an extra 30% off top designer looks and get 15% off beauty. Plus, shop specials now through Monday at Macy's.
When moderate to severe ulcerative colitis persists, put it in check with Rinvoq, a once-daily pill.
When UC got unpredictable, I got rapid symptom relief with Rinvoq. Check.
When UC held me back, I got lasting steroid-free remission with Rinvoq. Check.
And when UC got the upper hand,
Rinvoq helped visibly repair the colon lining. Check. Rapid symptom relief, lasting steroid-free remission, and a chance to visibly repair the colon lining. Check, check, and check.
Rinvoq can lower your ability to fight infections, including TB, serious infections and blood clots, some fatal, cancers, including lymphoma and skin cancer, death, heart attack, stroke, and tears in the stomach or intestines occurred. People 50 and older with at least one heart disease risk factor have higher risks. Don't take if allergic to Rinvoq, as serious reactions can occur. Tell your doctor if you are or may become pregnant.
Put UC in check and keep it there with Rinvoq.
Ask your gastroenterologist about Rinvoq and learn how AbbVie could help you save.
Monday morning live reports on the happenings at the World Dairy Expo for you and your family, plus the traffic impacts to downtown Madison.
Plus, it's another week that features yet another big cool down. I'll tell you how cold and when. Monday from 4:30 to 7.
A family that fled their native Ukraine.
We are at our new home in the United States.
Susan Simon shows you how they've built a new life here thanks to the generosity of a Madison congregation.
We'll do our best to make it home now.
Monday on News 3 Now at 10.
Right now, making their cases heard, the candidates for governor talked to supporters at an unlikely location.
And it definitely feels mild outside as you wake up. I'll break down how high these temperatures will climb today and how far above normal will be for the start of the work week.
Good morning, and thanks for joining us on Weekend Mornings. I'm Shane Hogan. It is a really nice start to the day. We've had a very comfortable weekend. Greg, what's today looking like?
Well, like I said, it's going to be kind of like a copy of yesterday almost for many areas. Some mid-level clouds, overall temperatures above average. But like I said, you've noticed the change this morning. We're 8 to 10 degrees above what we were yesterday. More like almost end of August type overnight lows than what we would experience for the first part of October. You can see temperatures right around 50 for most of the area, even some mid-50s right now with some cloud cover. More cloud cover as you go further north, but overall, really a nice morning. We have some visibility issues, not widespread like yesterday. When I know it's got down to 0, the Dells are down to a half, so some type of river areas may experience some, but that shouldn't last too long. Still, we got northeast flow. You can see the clouds coming out from the northeast. We got some precipitation in that. Not much is reaching the ground, but more like towards Rochester, Eau Claire, even La Crosse earlier this morning had like a trace. So Raiders not going to show much going on. Right said, we're going to look about similar temperatures yesterday, upper 60s and near 70. A little bit cooler as you go further east, a little bit easterly wind that could cool us down a little bit to the mid-60s in the Madison area. But overall, most areas will be similar to yesterday. So once again, a few showers up way up the north, but more sprinkles than anything else. Above normal temperatures, we should be about mid to upper 60s right now. It'll be more in the 70s. And then we got a change coming and by the end of the week, and I'll fill you especially on that change here in a little bit.
All right, Greg, thank you very much. We start this morning with breaking news. An Amber Alert has been issued for a missing and endangered 15-year-old girl. Chrissy King, who you can see here, was last seen in her home in Holcomb around 11:30 Friday night. She was discovered to be missing Saturday morning. Authorities believe she is traveling with 22-year-old Trevor Blackburn, who you see here as well, in the Chippewa County area. His vehicle is unknown at the time. Authorities believe Chrissy is in serious danger. If you have any information about either Chrissy or Blackburn's location, Chippewa County Sheriff's Office asks you share it with them. Their phone number is 715-726-7700, option 1. To some developing news now. A 4-year-old child has died after they were hit by a car in Beloit Saturday morning. Beloit police say it happened shortly after 9:30 a.m. near a youth sports complex on Prairie Avenue just west of I-39. Right now, police are investigating the crash, but say speed and alcohol did not play a factor. We're also learning new information about a crash on the Beltline Friday night. One driver was killed and another injured, according to Madison police. The crash happened just after 8 p.m. that night near County Highway AB. 2 vehicles were involved in this rollover crash. One of the drivers, a 42-year-old man, suffered fatal injuries. The other was taken to a local hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Police did not say what led to this crash. Oktoberfest was back in full force this weekend, and a special guest stopped by the parade this year. Governor Tony Evers was in La Crosse to get a glimpse at the Oktoberfest fun. Our colleagues there spoke to him just before parade step-off, and what better time to talk policy than at the Coulee region's biggest celebration of the year. The governor, who is running for re-election in November, says he plans to propose legalizing recreational marijuana if elected.
Wisconsin, time after time, have indicated via poll that and referendum that they've had locally that they want recreational marijuana.
Evers says marijuana would be regulated similar to alcohol if it is legalized. The governor wasn't the only politician who made a visit. Evers' opponent, Republican Tim Michels, was also out on the parade route. He says that crowds have been high energy, but he thinks the excitement is about more than just the cool floats and marching bands. The gubernatorial candidate says the energy that he's been seeing shows voters are ready for a change.
The number one reaction that I get when I'm out on the parade route was, Tim, thank you for running. I am so ready for a change. I don't like the direction of government. I don't like our current governor. He's a weak leader. I'm ready for strong leadership. I'm ready for a governor who's proven to be successful.
As of today, Evers and Michels will only debate once before the November election. That debate is set for Friday, October 14th, and we will have more coverage of Oktoberfest coming up later in the show. After a 2-year pandemic hiatus, Madison Vegan Fest made its return. The free community festival celebrates vegan lifestyle with food, vendors, exhibits, speakers, and live music. Our Catherine Myrick was at the event and shows us what it means to be vegan in America's Dairyland.
In a state that's literally known for its dairy products, how can people find other options?
I mean, I was born in Wisconsin. I've lived here my entire life. So, yeah, people are almost like
offended if you told them you don't eat cheese.
For Sarah Andrews, living in the dairy state didn't stop her from the vegan lifestyle.
We're celebrating compassionate living and exposing more people to vegan food and vegan ideas and vegan vendors and nonprofits that help non-human animals.
At Madison Vegan Fest, people are celebrating the ways they can try to help animals and the environment. Veganism is a way of life that's become more popular over the years.
It was 2015 that I moved to Wisconsin. Weren't any vegan restaurants around, not at all. There's a couple of vegan options at menus and whatnot, and since then, it's really grown quite a lot, and now there are several all-vegan restaurants in Madison.
For Sarah, she knows that giving up animal products can be tough.
I don't think veganism is easy because it's a philosophy, not food choices.
In a state that's famous for its farms, she thinks this is the way for people to help the animals the state cares about.
I really just think it's the right thing to do, especially if you're a person who believes that you love animals, but you don't really know how a lot of your choices are affecting animals.
Madison Vegan Fest is an annual event. If you weren't here this year and want to see more about what it has to offer, more information is on our website at channel3000.com. Reporting from Madison, I'm Catherine Myrick with News 3 Now.
Children that are nonverbal have the chance to play games, paint pictures, enjoy some fall snacks, and befriend other kids just like them. It was all a part of the second annual Inclusive Fall Festival. The event, put on by Variety of Wisconsin and Aspire Therapy, is for all children, but focuses on creating a space for AAC users. That's augmentative and alternative communication, which utilizes gestures, vocalizations, and signs. Festival organizers say it's important that kids get to be kids no matter how they communicate.
Inclusion matters, and it's important for these kids to feel loved and cared about and to be able to just have a good time in a fun setting in this beautiful day that we're having.
During the festival, parents had the chance to learn from AAC specialists about different communication devices, as well as what kinds of resources are available to them and their families. More local news this morning. It's well known in Madison that Saturdays on Capitol Square are reserved for the Dane County Farmers Market. And the weekly event was a little extra special this weekend. That's because the Farmers Market is celebrating 50 years of Saturdays on the square. And what better way to do it with a picnic? The Farmers Market was founded half a century ago in 1972. Back then, it was just a handful of farmers set up on the square under their tents. Now the market has grown to host over 230 local producers. It's now established as a weekly staple, with some considering it to be one of the very best farmers markets in the country.
We want to bring the city consumer together with the country producer and have an interaction going. And so you personalize the food exchange and you personalize the whole experience. And a lot of these customers are very loyal to their growers and repeat customers. It's a good social event.
Attendees could enjoy live music and dance performances while enjoying their meals. Now it's on to seeing how the market continues to grow over the next 50 years. The Waunakee Artisan Market returned Saturday, bringing dozens of local artists to show off and sell their work, all while helping grow the area's art community. Our Andrew Banstra was there and shares what it means to those involved.
The Waunakee Artisan Market has nearly doubled in their second year. Their goal is to build and bring together the art community in the area.
Started this for Waunakee so that we can support Waunakee artists. Most of our Waunakee artists don't do any other shows. So if you come to this one, you are going to see art that you're not going to see anywhere else. And so this provides them with an opportunity to be successful.
The art fair is just the beginning. Their goal is to build an art scene that puts local artists on the map and support themselves through their skills and passion.
In order to foster that sense of artistic community. So this is the beginning of it, doing the market, but we really want to expand beyond that and create a local creative economy and a place for artists to come together and to really share their work.
One of the really unique things about the Waunakee Artisan Market is the types of art that comes in. Things that you probably haven't seen before from people that you likely haven't heard of.
We were careful to hand select our artists, and we tried to really make sure that we had a diversity both of people and the types of media that we were covering, so that we really had something for everyone in this event.
That approach allows people like Jacqueline Graves, a retired elementary art teacher, to show her stunning work, all at a price point that anybody can afford.
At Spring Green, I taught there for 35 years, and I decided, you know, after I retired that it was something I was going to do. I taught art, yeah, taught elementary art, yeah. I didn't do glass, but I got into this later. I kind of really liked it.
The market also provides scholarship money to new and young artists, so the growing local arts community can continue to thrive. All right, still ahead this morning, we've got plenty more local news to get to, including the return of Oktoberfest. We're back after this.
The house before you, over 30 years old, still has its original windows. Boom.
No need to be afraid of old windows. Call Feldco for 50% off.
It's the biggest sale of the season. 50% off Feldco windows, plus no money down and no interest until 2024.
50% off windows ends soon. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feldco.
What's the matter, hon?
There's nothing to do.
You should check out Ho Chunk Gaming Madison, home with a 95% average payout.
And with so many slot machines, there's a game for every kind of player.
They're right, honey.
And with new promotions and reward club perks all the time, there are more ways to win than ever before.
Find your fun and visit Ho Chunk Gaming Madison today.
Ho Chunk Gaming Madison.
Now, what is happening? Do you worry about going to the dentist? Well, relax. The Carefree dental card is now available in your area. Call the number on your screen and we'll send your actual card at no cost today. With the Carefree dental card, you go to the dentist whenever you need and you instantly pay a lot less. The Carefree dental card is just $15.95 a month. So call now and make going to the dentist carefree.
Call 1-800-451-3571 to receive your free Carefree dental card information kit.
This fall into savings with an affordable, delectable dining set. I've got stylish dining sets as low as $5.99. Whether you're craving farmhouse, rustic, contemporary, cottage, and more. I've got dining and counter heights, extendable dining, storage benches, and tons of configurations. Plus, my dining sets come with 6 chairs, not the usual 4 those other guys get. Your dream dining room just falls into place at Bob's Discount Furniture. I said falls into place? Perfect.
Big Bob's Discount.
Brothers Maine has been family-owned since 1938. Some of us were born into this family, and others chose to join through the years. And we know you can't replace family, but you can replace appliances, and Brothers Maine is here for you when one breaks down. Our in-house team has delivered ranges to washers to refrigerators to hectic households in a pinch, oftentimes the next day. Just because an appliance breaks down doesn't mean you have to. We're not big box. We're Brothers Maine, and we want you to feel like family here.
Women are being watched, tracked through their cell phones. Tim Michaels Families Foundation funds a radical anti-abortion group that tracks the cell phone data of women who visit Planned Parenthood clinics, then tries to stop them. Michaels wants to ban abortion even when a mother's health is at risk, and he's using his wealth to track and harass women. If he's doing this now, what do you think he'd do as governor?
Yeah, it's a mild morning out there right now. We're still seeing temperatures really in the low 50s, even a few upper 40s, but overall much warmer than yesterday. And for the first couple days of October, definitely warmer than what we should be at this time of year. So if you look at the visibility problems, still the same areas. Winona to the Dells have a few areas. Otherwise, much less than we saw yesterday. We should climb up to near 70 in La Crosse and the areas to the west. A little cooler to the south-central Wisconsin because you got the easterly wind coming. So mid-60s more into the Madison area. But overall, still a nice day considering for the second time of October. And then overall radar, a few showers to the north, mainly Rochester, Eau Claire, but even that's not hardly reaching the ground. So overall, nothing to be really worried about other than cloud cover for most of the area. We're not expecting anything for the rest of the day, too. 70 degrees getting up for La Crosse, more 64, 65 for Madison. A few clouds here and there, and then more clear skies as we get later on tonight. And just remember, we are to the peak now. I just checked the reports. So they are peaking up in northern Wisconsin. We're starting to get more color in central Wisconsin, and then later on it'll be southern Wisconsin.
All right, Greg, thanks very much. Always love seeing the leaves change colors. That's great. Well, the Maple Leaf Parade wouldn't be the same without the annual YMCA Walk Run. It's the 23rd year of the event, and community members are running forward and giving back to health and wellness. Race winners get new prizes this year, including ceramic cups from Compass Ceramics. Of course, the event is part of the Oktoberfest Fund, but it's also an important fundraiser for the La Crosse YMCA.
We're just thankful to all of our sponsors who helped us to put this event on and make it another great year.
The event, which included a half marathon, a 5-mile, and a 5K walk run, began bright and early yesterday morning. Proceeds from the event will go to year-round programs at the La Crosse YMCA. And Oktoberfest can still be a celebration for everyone. The 40th annual Turned Leaf Family Festival at Myrick Park returned this year. The fun included some Oktoberfest classics, brats and hot dogs, plus live music, magic shows, and crafts for the kids, and the royal family made a visit too. The event looks a lot like Oktoberfest, but it gives folks the chance to be festive in a different way.
It is an event for those who would just rather have a substance-free celebration of Oktoberfest. In 1982, it was started geared more towards those in recovery, and it has really expanded since then.
Proceeds from this event go to help recovery efforts at the Cooley Recovery Center. All right, still ahead this morning, the Badgers were looking to bounce back. Full reaction from yesterday's game and a look to next week. We're taking a live look. There's the Capitol. Greg says it's a nice day. I agree. He's got the forecast after this.
This portion of News 3 Now is sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Warrens, Wisconsin.
It's Make My Mondays at Hy-Vee. This Monday, Smithfield's Deli Ham, only $1.99 a pound. And 8-ounce thick cut America's Chops, only 98 cents. Monday only. And visit HyVeeDeals.com for even more deals.
There's a reason big dental bills often come as a shock. Because sometimes you don't realize what's not covered until you get the bill. That's why affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual is important. It can give you benefits that go beyond what you get from more limited coverage plans. Because no one likes a big dental bill, especially if you're retired or on a fixed income. For a free information kit, call or go online now. This isn't some discount plan or preventive-only coverage. This is real dental insurance that helps cover over 350 procedures, like cleanings, fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, even dentures, at any dentist you want. Dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company helps cover preventive care, basic work, and major procedures, with no deductibles and no annual maximum. For your free information kit with all the details, call now or visit sendinfokit.com.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
Hi, this is Lisa from 4Imprint. Yes, I'd like 50 welcome wows, 300 customer I love it, and 200 team member oh yes, certainly. You know we got some brand new woohoos.
Dial up the wow factor with promotional products from 4Imprint. We specialize in awesome items that are certain to awe and guaranteed to deliver some ooh yes. From apparel, backpacks, drinkware to high-tech items.
Wow.
I love it. Woohoo!
Go to 4imprint.com and find some wow now. 4Imprint, for certain.
Nick Bolton here with the latest from Bell & Howell. We call them tack glasses. Inspired by the sunglasses worn by our heroes in uniform, tack glasses block blinding glare so well, invisible objects suddenly become visible. Enhance colors to give you vision as sharp as an eagle's and survive even the harshest conditions.
Act now to get your tack glasses for just $19.99, and we'll even ship it to you free. So don't delay. Order yours today.
It's Make My Mondays at Hy-Vee. This Monday, 8-ounce thick cut America's Chops, only 98 cents. And Banquet Pot Pies, only 58 cents. Monday only. And visit HyVeeDeals.com for even more deals.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Yeah, we're in a stretch of mild and warm, actually, conditions for the first part of October, even the end of September we were. But out to the west, you can see it's even warm. They've actually almost yesterday, we're hitting 90 degrees out there. So winds coming out of the south of that system actually pulled the warm air. We got up into the 70s, but we're going to get a little bit of that taste here coming in the next couple days, where we get almost mid-70s. So there's a system out west. It really has not made much progression eastward. We'll eventually get some of that, but that'll be more like Wednesday. We're still getting the flow coming up and then come back around to the northeast. So we're getting that cloud cover and a few showers that do creep down, dig southeastward. But overall, most of the areas just getting cloud cover. A few showers here in North LeClaire, Rochester, even into northeastern Iowa too, but most of it's not reaching the ground. If it does, you're getting about a trace. Otherwise, you got easterly flow out here. That's going to continue. Futurecast kind of shows the cloud cover as it continues to rotate up and back and around. That'll be the main story to see for the next 2 days, but the winds will start turning around out to the west. The south, they'll start warming up. We'll be more southeasterly in southern Wisconsin. Eventually, we will start seeing everything start turning around by Tuesday more steadily. Cloud cover here and there, but there's your system. Like I said, it's kind of disorganized. It's not that impressive. It will take its time. It'll be here more as we get closer to Tuesday night into Wednesday. We'll start seeing more of that stuff going on. For today, like I said, easterly winds will keep more mid-60s further to the east, but then areas to the west will probably be very similar today, yesterday, about 70 degrees for most locations out there. As we go up tonight, we'll see cloud cover dissipate a little bit, more clear skies, and then tomorrow, once again, we'll see temperatures climb back up as we get into the afternoon hours, once again up into about the 70-degree mark for many areas. Even low 70s, you get further southwest. And then Tuesday, more the same, too, even warmer. That's the change we've been talking about. This little system's going to dig south, pretty cold air mass for this time of year. It's going to dig southeast and then really entrench itself over us, probably for the next weekend. But with this system, we're not going to see much of precipitation. This is one idea as it comes through. So most areas will probably not receive much as this comes through. Morely just cloud cover, winds, and cold temperatures will be the main story as we get to this. So overall, as you look at the 10-day, there you go. You see your temperatures right now, 76, mid-70s for La Crosse, and then we're going to see a drop-off as we get towards Friday. Same story for Madison, too. That drop-off's pretty significant, down to 48 maybe by Friday. So it's a big drop, big cold air mass. But next weekend looks dry.
Good.
But
going to be a little chilly.
Chilly.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, dry is good. We had a lot of wet weekends in the last couple months, so it's good to dry off.
We're going to have a couple here that are dry, but this one's going to be definitely cooler than this one.
All right, Greg. Thank you very much. Well, hey, the Badgers were hoping to get back on track this week, but got beat up on both sides of the ball, and the team recognizes they're not playing like themselves. On Wisconsin's opening drive, things were looking good. Graham Mertz finding Isaac Guarendo for a 21-yard pass. Badgers take the early lead there. Nice diving catch. Then things started going downhill. Mertz gets picked off. That helps set up Illinois' offense. You see here a little tip drill pick for the Illini. Penalties in the red zone helped the Illini get more chances to score the tying touchdown. And between flags, miscues, turnovers, and injuries, the Badgers just could not get back into rhythm. Brett Bielema's return to Camp Randall ends with an Illinois win, 34-10.
No one wants to be where we're at, and yet I think told the team there's one response, and that's us continuing to come together, and we got to make sure, in my opinion, we got to play better football, and we got to get to where you're playing one team, the opponent.
And in the Brewers as well, similar story. The Crew trying to hang on and fight for that final wild card spot. They were back for Game 2 against the Marlins last night, and the Brewers fall behind early, down by a run in the 6th. With the bases loaded, Luis Urias gets hit by the pitch. That brings in the tying run. Not done yet there either. Victor Caratini advances the runners with a ground out. You see here the Brewers end up taking the lead, but the Marlins strike in the 9th. The bullpen issues continue. The Marlins win this one 4-3. The Brewers now sit a game back from the Phillies for that 3rd and final wild card spot. They've got 4 games to play. Well, hey, make News 3 part of your weekly routine by downloading the Channel 3000 app for the latest headlines and weather conditions 24/7. But when we get back, one woman doing the unthinkable here in Wisconsin. We've got more on her story in just a moment.
Hey, Dad, look.
Looks like the perfect spot.
American Family Insurance is here to protect your family on the road with a travel peace of mind package.
Get a quote or find an agent at amfam.com.
Wells Fargo lets you know where you stand with your FICO credit score. What if you knew where you stood with everything? Like your future in-laws.
Hope you like cats.
I hope your parents like me. They're whispering.
The kid is like her.
Can they tell I'm allergic? Tears of joy.
Welcome to the family.
Like knowing where you stand? When it comes to your credit score, you can with Wells Fargo.
I earn 5% cash back on travel purchased through Chase with Chase Freedom Unlimited. Earn 5% on our cabin. Hello, cash back!
Hello, Kevin Hart.
Earn big time with Chase Freedom Unlimited with no annual fee. How do you cash back? Chase, make more of what's yours.
And now please welcome Anna Montoya.
When moderate to severe ulcerative colitis persists, put it in check with Rinvoq, a once-daily pill.
When UC got unpredictable, I got rapid symptom relief with Rinvoq. Check.
When UC held me back, I got lasting steroid-free remission with Rinvoq. Check.
And when UC got the upper hand,
Rinvoq helped visibly repair the colon lining. Check. Rapid symptom relief, lasting steroid-free remission, and a chance to visibly repair the colon lining. Check, check, and check.
Rinvoq can lower your ability to fight infections, including TB, serious infections and blood clots, some fatal, cancers, including lymphoma and skin cancer, death, heart attack, stroke, and tears in the stomach or intestines occurred. People 50 and older with at least one heart disease risk factor have higher risks. Don't take if allergic to Rinvoq, as serious reactions can occur. Tell your doctor if you are or may become pregnant.
Put UC in check and keep it there with Rinvoq.
Ask your gastroenterologist about Rinvoq and learn how AbbVie could help you save.
Hey, are we gonna fit? There we go. At American Family Insurance, we're here to carefully protect your dreams. All right, open your eyes. Welcome home. Save up to 23% when you bundle your home and auto insurance today. Get a quote or find an agent at amfam.com.
A local woman's car stolen while at a dealership for repairs.
They took it off-roading.
But the dealer's insurance refuses to cover the damage.
It's crazy and it's wrong.
Leah Linscheid answers a call for action tonight on News 3 Now at 10. As political ads bombard you with campaign promises and claims to capture your vote, News 3 Now gives you a reality check, clarifying the candidates' messages and finding the facts to help you make informed choices. Reality Check, Wednesdays on News 3 Now at 6.
Finally this morning, a woman in Marinette County, Wisconsin, runs her town's entire police department on her own. Valerie Juarez introduces us to the police chief, who is doing it all.
I have that hard time of saying no when people need help.
Meet Chief Ida Seletsky, the woman working tirelessly to keep the small town of Coleman safe. Too many to blink of an eye as they're driving on Highway 141, but it's home to Chief Seletsky.
You have to be a well-rounded person to be in this type of work.
She's been chief of police since 1997. A one-woman department, she runs all of the town's police operations on her own.
As with any community, we have our drug issues. We have our sex crimes. We have all the crimes that you have anywhere else. It's just not as many of them.
In order to stop these crimes, that means early mornings and long nights.
I mix my week up. It's days and nights. And I work like every other weekend.
Neighbors in the area say they're grateful to have someone they can trust to keep their community safe.
Ida's always been there. She knows everybody in town. She knows everybody's family. She knows their kids, their grandkids. And she's always just a phone call away if we need her for something.
They're not afraid to call me when I'm not working. I've had people stop at my house even.
And her work doesn't stop there.
Not only do this for a job, I also volunteer for the Coleman Rescue Squad too. So between both jobs, I average about 100 hours a week. Plus I have a little farmette with a couple horses and a dog and a cat, of course.
And for Chief Seletsky, it's also very important for her to not only be out interacting with the community, but to also make positive connections with students.
Sometimes I'm over at the elementary greeting all the kids before they go into school, and it's just nice for them to see me in a positive factor.
Chief Seletsky says there's not a day she doesn't wear her badge proudly. ready to serve and protect the town of Coleman.
A one-woman show. That's pretty impressive. 100 hours a week. Good for her and all the work she's doing. All right, Greg, real quick, one check of her.
Well, like I said, warm to start off, and then we have a cold drop in temperatures. That's both for La Crosse and Madison. Same thing. And then also, don't forget, Coach for Kids. We have that coming up. That's, they're getting that.
Somewhere.
Coming up.
You got until
but don't forget, October 8th.